Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to support us a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. And if you're interested in joining our community, be sure to reach out to me. Let me know. So long as we have open slots available, you're more than welcome to jump in and enjoy the fun. Hey, Ogan, how you doing, buddy? But I think that's going to be everything out of my trap. So let somebody else's trap run for a moment. Argan, tell us what happened last session, please.
So last week, while we were sitting outside their forge area waiting for the Dust family to decide if they were going to let us use their forge or not, we spent some time talking about the viewing the scrying that Cade had done. Sinclair and Rosaria were able to identify that the symbol in the missing son's beard was for Ioun. And Rosaria also knew that the bridge burners that he had mentioned were supposedly running around in Tal'Dorei currently. While we're sitting around discussing this, we see ourselves being watched by a murder of crows. Most of them get scared off, but Cade managed to talk one of them into coming back, a crow by the name of Bok. He bribes him with a little bit of food, and then Corvus pulls out a coin that he'd received from some other crow a while ago, and Bok tries to steal it from him. As they start wrestling, Corvus collapses to the ground, and his, I'm assuming, spirit is transported to another place. And the crow talks to him and tells him he needs the coin so he can enter a library that mysteriously appeared that Corvus hadn't noticed before. Corvus ends up negotiating that he will give him the coin in exchange for the answer to one question, which he asks, how can I become the greatest name in all the Empire? He gets a book as his answer. That's a history of the Empire and the Dwendals. And when he picks up the book...
How to whistle.
And when he picks up the book, he wakes back up with us at the Sanctum. Fordrum heads in to try and help convince to sit in on the Dust deliberation. They eventually agree to let us use their forge for 1 month so that Fordrum could rebuild Craven's Edge. Then we spend the rest of the time doing a bunch of shopping. We did agree to track down their adopted son that ran off in exchange for doing this, and either retrieve or destroy the pages that he took. And we, like I said, then we finished up with some shopping, and that's where we ended off.
Well, aside from the shopping, you all decided to, well, do other things during the coming month where Forge Room will be working day in and day out, trying to reforge this legendary blade. Jeremus is going to be watching over Forge Room, just observing him, not helping in any real capacities, making sure everything goes fairly smoothly. And during the time in front of this intense fire, Forge Room, you start your first few days feeling the intense heat of lava against your hands. The sheer incredible warmth that emanates off of it, excuse the pun, dwarving any other flame you've experienced up until now. But each day you end your workings on the blade, your melding of the long, slender shape of Craven's Edge, and pull away blistered hands to dip them into the ice outside and tend to yourself. Day in, day out, Jeremus and Grandma watch. And after a week or so, you no longer feel the heat of the flame. No longer pierces your skin as much, and your hands, you're starting to realize, are becoming stronger, tougher to the intensity of this heat. Feeling more like rough leather than skin. Which, I mean, although won't suit very well with any of your partners, suits well with your ego.
Mm-hmm.
As you are doing this process, you find a rhythm inside of you that seems like it's just always been there. But you never made this particular rhythm before in your past. Striking against the coal or the hot blade itself feels almost like a song inside of you. And you begin noticing certain hymns from the Book of the Allhammer match this natural rhythm in you perfectly. And after a month of whacking away, I need you to give me a blacksmith's check.
All right.
Utilizing wisdom.
I am going to cast every day the what's that thing? Enhanced abilities.
Yep.
So that I get advantage on the roll.
Yep.
And every day is lots of prayer. All of this is done as a huge investment in faith more than anything else.
All right.
All right, here we go. Not bad.
27 is not bad. As you are working this blade, around day 20, you start noticing the metal itself is no longer heating as much as you would like it to. Even with the intense flame, it's not becoming an object that you can flatten even further. This entire time, day in and day out, you've been working inch by inch on this blade to flatten it smoothly, and you get it down to the width of about your pinky. That's not a blade. Seem to be missing something in this.
Well, I will ask Jeremis if he has any advice. I will use things like, I will try and stoke the fire using whatever kind of, Sacred Flame seems like it reads as the best choice, but I don't think it's the one that will do it because it doesn't really create heat. Is it that I'm not getting, so it's not that I'm getting enough heat. I'm not keeping enough heat on it. Do I need to replenish the lava? Or is it that I'm not striking it hard enough? Like, do I feel like there's...
Roll me Smith's tools with intelligence, please.
Oh.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Because I've read the book fully multiple times to Fordrum.
Mm-hmm.
Is he missing a step from the book?
Roll me an investigation.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
There's my roll with intelligence.
It's not bad. That's not great.
No.
Sinclair, as best as you can tell, he's mechanically doing everything right, as this book mechanically tells him everything he needs to do. Fordrum, you're having difficulty maintaining the heat on the blade. You stick it into the lava, pull it out, place it over top of it to let the heat sink into the metal, and then by the time you lift it and start slapping into it, that is when the heat just doesn't seem to be lingering. And it's weird. Usually the larger the weapon or the ingot is, the harder it is to maintain the heat. Not the thinner, but this metal in particular seems to be acting in that manner.
We could see if Cade would lend you his cat.
Fox and
Fox.
Actually, I was just about to say, can I be helping him with this? Because
How?
well, I would first I'd offer my wildfire spirit so it could keep heat on it, and since I can cast spells through it like a familiar, it'd be a combination of using like heat metal spell at a higher level, cast through the fox, so having the fox stand basically on the metal, and it's using its elemental power for flavor's sake. And
is your fox immune to fire damage?
That's a good question.
Because this is literal lava. It's not just hot. It is stick your hand in there for a few seconds and you have no hands.
Yes, damage immunity is fire.
Okay. It should be able to work. So, Cade, how many times can you cast heat metal?
How many times can I cast it? It's
in a day.
Second level spell, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jeez.
So that's 10 minutes of heat
And
metal.
I'm good for 3 more.
And what's
Do you have a level of something other than druid?
No.
Because it should be 12.
I think 3 level 2 spots, 2. Oh, sorry.
Should be 3, 3, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, 3, 3.
Because we just got 6th level.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I haven't updated. I was reading the wrong number. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
Damn, you're
12.
fine. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, with that, I could do 5.
All right, so that's a total of 17 minutes.
And I can do
of-
Green Flame Blade, which would imbue a weapon with heat. Because it's high enough level now as a cantrip to also impact the weapon itself or the object itself. I can do things to
Let me
cool it
read.
down when we get there, but I can't do much of the other way.
I could fireball it.
No, thank you.
I don't
Hey.
got nothing toasted. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I don't know heat metal. Otherwise, I'd be able to add another 12, but I don't have the spell.
Yeah.
You know, another thought that I have is, well, hold on. I don't know if I can even cast this on something else. Sorry, let me look at this real quick. Can I cast it on?
Yeah, right now.
You could meld an object into the stone, yeah.
Because am I wrong? But wasn't the blade of this to being forged out of stone?
It is some type of stone, but working it in the lava has turned it into
Metal, okay.
a metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's 2d8.
I was thinking of melding the familiar into the stone.
Well.
It's all right, man. They come back. They come back. It's not. I wouldn't kill it.
It just get really pissed off.
And I just not. I might not like that whole idea for a minute.
Meld Alethessa to the stone.
So, I will say, Sinclair, your green flame blade, instantaneous, you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack. You'll have to hold the blade, but that should imbue it with
The 2d8.
at least your influence of fire through
Mhm.
it. And the heat metal, Cade, would certainly heat the physical metal, and the fact that it is magical in nature, you might be able to overpower the natural resistance to warping this stone, this metal seems to have. So if the two of you are willing to try.
Yeah, I'm resistant to fire, so.
All right.
Yeah.
I need you to, Cade, roll, we'll go with 4th level.
Before we try,
Heat metal.
I feel like I should also cast magic weapon on it just to see if that opens it up to holding something.
You can certainly try.
And I'll literally be like, Jarmus, this isn't holding metal. If I make it if I cast magic weapon on it, will it hold better? Or just, do we keep trying with heat?
Only if you can hold metal and hold it better.
And I grab it.
All right. Sin, you'll have to grab the other end, and Cade, 4th level, roll it. Sin, roll your damage for Green Flame Blade.
Just the fire damage or the melee attack?
Jesus.
Just the damage.
Okay, so it's 2d8
Oh, hey, Cade, that's not that bad.
plus.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 in there, so the rest were high rolls, though, unfortunately.
Modifier is 5.
Just roll the attack and then roll the damage afterwards. It'll be a lot faster.
Oh, and since it's through my
Nope.
spirit, it gets an extra D8 because of my enhanced bond.
1. Yeah, Sin, just roll the attack and then roll the damage. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let me
You rolled
open your
2d8
character
for
sheet and do that
14.
one.
Well, the 2d8 on the secondary is also plus my 5. Because it shoots off a secondary flame and I'm having it hit itself.
By the way, I hold the cold end out towards Sin so he doesn't burn himself.
Oh, I hate that fucking book.
Which one?
I know how to fix the problem. Here.
It's fixed.
There. That's not right.
Okay. Yeah, it's the way the book is integrated. It's not.
Yeah. So the
Um,
roll I did right below that is the proper amounts because it's 2d8.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
It's the reason why I physically made macro in my attack rolls.
Yeah, now it's fixed. All right. So I need both of you to roll me con saves.
I'm good at these.
Mm-hmm.
Is this maintaining a spell?
No, it's
No, this is holding onto a burning fucking blade with your bare hand.
Okay.
Okay, Fordrum, you failed Cade's save DC, which means you take the full 20 points of fire damage from him.
Even though I've got a resistance and the gloves gave me double resistance, so I think I'm immune now?
No. You would take half.
so you're down to 5.
10. No, 10.
Oh.
He failed.
Ah,
Sinclair takes 5. And then there is the green flame blade damage, which was 8 plus 15.
So I succeeded, and because I'm resistant, it's 5.
Correct. Whereas the green flame blade damage of the fire literally shooting off and splashing onto itself as the two of you are holding it, that you both take the full amount halved because of resistance. Fordrum.
Hmm.
Actually, Cade, give me a wisdom check. Sin, give me a charisma check.
just straight wisdom.
Yes.
You want me to do a charisma?
Oh my god.
Yup. All right, Forgerum, they're heating the metal a little bit, but the most I'll give you is a +1 right now. Roll again. You still have your advantage.
Okay.
And now guidance, because I can concentrate on that.
Well, you're concentrating on a different spell. Heat metal.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
You said we take half for the.
It's all fire damage, so you take half.
Yeah, I'm just calculating how much that actually is for the green flame.
23 halved is 12.
22.
22 halved is 11.
No, sorry. I meant 22 is my new roll. Sorry, for my smith tool.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought I did
I
math
know,
right. Damn.
you did the math right. We weren't mathing that response. I apologize.
All right. You attempt to do this, and while you're working the blade, the intensity of what they are doing and their influence over the metal weakens it slightly, but only to the point where you then have to relinquish your grip, both of you, and deal with that for a moment. Jeremis will just chuckle.
I laugh with him and shake my head and kind of pat out this burning embers on my beard.
Yeah. He'll look over at you, Rosaria. 10 gold. He ain't gonna get it tonight.
I'm willing to bet on that. Hey boys, you done literally burning yourselves?
You know what? At this point, I take my robe off in my scarred body and I go, so Forgem, you want to bring God into this?
Nope. Not mine.
Well, I could make or attempt to make a deal with mine.
No. I feel like we're already treading into uncertain waters, pun intended, and I poured over Corvus and Wink. And I really think
Corvus looks as confused as I am.
And I really think that making every aspect of this done without any underworld influences is, no offense, but preferred. Sorry.
It's the smartest thing you said since you've been here.
I like your beard.
Second smartest thing.
Can I go to the library?
Of course. I figured you've been there the
Well,
entire
that's
time.
true. I want to talk to the son because I know she pulled out a book that was specifically about what it takes to work this material, separate from what we knew from the other book. I wanted to see if I could look through that and see if I could find anything about this.
Roll me a investigation roll.
Oh no.
I know, the bane of every wizard. Intelligence-based ability checks.
Come on.
Hey!
For me,
That was average!
For me, that's lights out, baby.
No offense, but that's one better than average. I just would like to.
You know what? That's the best you've ever rolled. I'm very proud of you right now. You know that. We'll there you go.
Yay!
But Argon, you quickly go back over to that book as you've perused through it 2 or 3 times right now, and you go back to the one part that was difficult for you to understand. Like, you read the words, it just doesn't make much sense to you.
Get ya.
The metal, or the stone that they are working with, is called Blighted Archon.
Blighted Archon.
Apparently, it's influenced by one of the ancient primordials of Exandria. An Archon is one of the originals, one of the most powerful entities that ever walked this plane of existence. They were so powerful, in fact, that the gods had to be concerned about them when they walked this plane. But for the most part, none of them are a big issue anymore. The Blighted Archon is a particular stone that grows out from the dead or slumbering remains of one of these Archon in order to be, well, active or shed, some people think. The problem with this is not just your typical natural stone. It is something that, in order to influence, your will has to be more powerful than. And that's the part you don't understand. Like, how do you be more willful than a rock?
Well, if anyone could be more willful than a rock, it's a dwarf.
That's true.
Fair.
So I will point out what I found to Fordrum and the fact that I don't really understand how you could do that. But
would my contract work for that?
How do you get a rock to sign a contract?
Ask it nicely.
Probably until it does.
No, because the contract can be applied to a person.
Yes, a rock is not a person, it is a rock.
No, but if we're talking about force of will, like personality, my contracts do enhance personality.
You could attempt to do that on somebody.
Let me know when Argon says that, because I think I've got it figured out now.
I think he just said
I
it.
did.
Oh.
I went to go tell you. I went to go point this out to you in the book. Look, this is the
Actually-
part I could contribute. Reading.
He drove his chair over there.
I got the book on my desk turned towards you, the desk you made me.
So do I think if I did the spell ceremony and of dedication, that would work?
So, as I've said before, that spell does not exist inside of my universe.
Good point.
You, as a cleric, can perform ceremonies. If you have a particular style of ceremony that you would like to
Yeah.
attempt, you can do
Wedding.
that. But it's not a spell. It is a thing clerics can just do.
Okay.
Do you
Because
want
ceremony of dedication gives you a plus to saving throws, and I thought maybe it could be a thing. And it says dedication, and well, really, what is this?
I mean, if you can think, like, instead of thinking mechanically, a ceremony for you is something that you perform in order to,
That's
you know,
what this whole forging thing is
appease
for
your
me.
god.
Yeah. That's what this whole experience is. So I get it. It's not really a spell. It's just a doing. Hmm.
Only one without that restriction.
But
Black
did
and
you
Eyes.
read through? Did you read through the book, Fordrum, that they said included all of the necessary prayers to do this?
He's been performing them this
Okay.
entire time.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been performing them. He's been getting checked by Sinclair. The problem isn't the task that... Actually, here. The problem with what you're doing isn't that you're doing it. It's how you're doing it.
Okay.
So, stop thinking like some type of fucking person who lives down inside of a city and sips their ale through nice shiny little mugs and glasses. And think of this as a fucking dwarf who's tired of this goddamn rock not doing what you're telling it to do.
Right.
Beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So now I'm going to. So nothing like continual flame or any of that stuff. That's stupid. That's All right. Well,
Would intimidation be a type of force of will?
I mean, technically, but these checks you make is your literal will, which for Cade is his wisdom, for you is your charisma. Same thing for Fordrum, his wisdom.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch to strong arming this motherfucker now.
All right. Cade, roll your damage again. Sinclair, roll your damage again.
Doing another fourth
Sinclair-
level, or can I?
Do you want to up it?
Yeah.
Up it.
And just so I'm clear, I have the resistance, I have the soul of the forge, which gives me resistance to fire, and I have resistance from the gauntlets. So that's
Yep.
why my hands aren't burning, but I am going to take half damage from magic key fire.
I said once you're done this task is when you earn
Cool.
that. Though. Yep.
Of course.
All right.
Burn me a few times, and that's the way to
Yeah,
Plenty of scars
makes
to
sense to
do,
me.
yeah.
And then we need to do con and then charisma for me.
Well, let Cade roll first.
Jesus Lord.
Don't forget your extra D8 there.
Rolled pretty shitty damage on that.
It's more than last time.
I rolled more damage this time.
So 29, Cade. I need both of you to give me con saves yet again. Sinclair and
Before I
Fordrum.
do this, can I pull out my thing to make my DC lower? My Mastercraft
Oh,
druid
sure.
item? So instead of it
Sure.
being 19, it's actually an 18. Or it's a
Perfect.
17, I mean.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Both of you are successful, so you take half damage from Cade's side. So 29 halved is 15. And from Sinclair's side, you both take half damage, 28 down to 14. Now, Cade, another wisdom check. Sinclair,
How much was
another
the
charisma.
second hit or the? You said it's 17.
15 and 14. So a total damage that you... Whoa, wait. Wait. I fucked up my math. Sorry. 29 halved is 15. 15 halved is 8. So you both take 8. And then you take the 28 halved 14. So a total of 22 points of damage.
So 58.
And that's what I took also, right?
Yes, sir. Now I need both of you to try again. Cade, roll that die.
Still have one inspiration left. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my last inspiration.
Woo!
Hey!
Yeah, level 6 spell. That makes me concentrate. I love seeing things burn and on fire.
Hey! 21's real good too. Cade, as you hear Jeremis talking, be a dwarf. That's always been just a little pet peeve of yours. And you're the master of fire here, not anybody else. You look at the intense heat and you use that to course through the entirety of this metal, forcing it all throughout it and forcing those tiny little bits of itself to expand, to be more easily warped and distorted. Sinclair.
I call forth the dwarfs inside me.
You do. And with all of the ancestral dwarves coming to the surface, they begin whispering to you of how there is no metal in this world, no rock in this world that can stop them. And you feel that bravado in yourself as you are mentally commanding this metal to expand. Fordrum, roll again at advantage. Now you get yourself a +6, 3 from each of them.
Wisdom still or strength now that I'm in?
It's wisdom
Motherfucker.
still. You still have to force it to
Okay.
move.
+6?
At advantage.
Let me make sure I'm set. All right, here we go. Here we go. 27 plus
33.
33.
Now.
And I sing out loud a hymn. I work in the metal and I say clang.
As you are slamming against this rock, everyone else other than those three notice the purple hue pushing off of it and enveloping around each of them. And it is beautiful but mysterious how it just pushes this imbued light out of it. And Fordrum, for the first time in 2 days, you have slammed hard enough into this rock that now there is a tip of a blade.
Beautiful.
And for the next week, the three of you work together in order to complete Craven's Edge. This unparalleled, beautiful, Gothic-style blade, shaped incredibly, precisely to its exact dimensions that you can see inside of the book, Fordrum. And I believe I posted this image in NPC pics for all of you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the end of the week, the beautiful blade is resting on a beautiful table. Fordrum, your hands are no longer just a little burnt from everything around you. Now they seem to be consistently just brown all the way across. Your skin no longer allowing light pigmentation in it. You've burnt everything out. And you feel, well, more close to fire than you've ever been before in your life. So, congratulations, Fordrum. You have crafted your first legendary blade.
Can't wait to quench it.
Why do I feel like I owe someone 10 gold?
No, he owes you 10 gold.
Oh.
He said he wouldn't be able to do it in one day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so add 10 GP to your character sheet. So, Jeremis walks up behind you, Fordrum.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty blade you got there.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
He lifts it up and starts, just checking it out, investigating it. You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd think we were related.
I am humbled by the compliment. Thank you.
Sinclair, you good? You look like 2/5 dead.
I'm just thinking how bad it's going to be to do mine next when I get the money.
When you get the money. And he points the blade over at you. And, Cade, you notice something strange. Wait, one of you also has a really good passive.
Me, I think.
17?
Yeah.
17 is not good enough to see
Okay.
this.
With advantage, but yeah.
17 is not good enough to see this. Cade, as he kind of flicked the blade downwards, there was a distortion in the air. Almost like the air became physical and bent around the blade.
Interesting.
Then Jasper will walk over to you, Fordrum. Hey, thank you so much. Means a lot. I know it probably took a lot out of you to make this. But I've been working on that whole meditation thing, and she and I have been talking, and I kind of have to take the blade now and leave. So, just tries taking it from your hands.
I don't have it. I'm looking at Jeremis, who's still holding it, I think.
Oh, yeah, he'll reach over and Jeremis just raises his eyebrow at you, Fordrum.
I take it so that the blade itself is away from my hand, but I'm holding the back of the blade. So when he grabs it with his hand, I'm going to say, just make sure that it's handled properly.
Yeah, of course. If anything comes up, I'll send a letter
staring at him like no, you don't send. You can send a message to me immediately.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna send you a message. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just apparently where I need to go would be a lot easier to get there if it was only me.
Is she needing you to go to where I came in at?
What?
The portal.
Oh, no. No, I need to, I need to head over to Islecross. And, out there's apparently a location where I'll be able to resurrect her hubby, and after that, she'll leave my head forever, and I'll be able to just be happy.
Does she tell you what happens with the blade after that?
Yeah, it goes to him.
Huh.
Yeah.
So we're not getting paid for this?
You're getting paid in friendship, and he throws his arm over you, Cade, or on top of your head.
Ugh. It's the worst kind of payment.
I know, right?
So wait, when she leaves your head, does that mean she's not? Oh God, damn it!
I don't know anything. I just want her out of there. I want to go back to just being me. But yeah, thank you guys. It's
You're always welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
You're always welcome back when you are you again.
Yeah, can't wait for it. Alrighty, Delilah, let's get going. And he just takes the blade and sheathes it and, well, finally leaves.
What's he sheathing in? We didn't get to making one of those.
Oh, he purchased one back in town. It's fine.
They sell legendary sword sheaths in town. This is crazy.
I just tell Delilah, I'll see you soon.
Uthadern, let's be real. It's if any
It's
shop
probably
would
out of the
have
corner
that, it's
store.
definitely there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? They had 3 of them hanging up right on the wall. Like just
And they're labeled legendary sword blade sheaths.
This sheath will fit all.
Now, Jasper finally walks away, taking the blade with him, and hopefully won't get into too much trouble in the near future.
And we've been here for a month now?
A month.
We don't have any time left?
I mean, that's the last of the month. You have all the time in the world now.
Yeah, I know.
But, Rosaria, Jeremis goes over to you. All right. So don't get mad at me.
Depends on what you're about to say.
I only used about half of the dragon hide. But I think you're gonna be very happy with what I made you.
All right, let's take a look.
All right, come on over to the war room. And he just prances on over towards the
That will
room.
make her happy, but the rest of us get told to suck it.
He turns and looks at you. Pay me and I'll make you happy. And
What your mom
takes
said
you
to me
into the
last
war
week.
room.
No, I'm just...
Grandma
so
picks up a
many
warhammer.
Mom's here, dumbass.
There's so many Sims in
He
here.
said it.
It was him. It was the little guy.
Anyways, he brings you over into the war room, the same room where you all saw the peacock blade and all of the other really magnificent weapons and armaments that have been crafted by this family. And apparently, in his free time, he managed to craft you a rare set of I believe we were aiming for half plate, correct?
Yeah.
All right. He shows you this mostly complete plated set of armor that has the scales themselves jutting outwards from it, all across all of the bits that you would use to defensively protect yourself. You know, your bicep is one of the best ways to protect your heart, your lungs from being struck because, well, you'll get stabbed in the arm before you ever want to get stabbed in the heart. It makes perfect sense. And all of the blue, beautiful scales are protruding outwards in a very sharp and threatening manner. All right, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on.
All right. Give me a second. Wait, half plate is medium, right? Or is it heavy?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's why I took so long to double and triple check. It is medium.
Okay.
I thought
is.
breastplate was the biggest one in medium, but yeah,
Nope. That's the biggest one without disadvantage on
That's
stealth
That's
checks.
correct.
And right now, your group is not stealthy, so
That's
who
true.
cares? Just
I'm the only one in
So-
breastplate.
he assists you
Clink, clink,
in
clink,
donning
clink.
the armor. You have to be very careful when you are putting it on. You don't want to touch the outside of this armor ever. Now, in order to wash it, you want to dip it into water, quickly take it out, slam it on the ground, and then dip it into water, quickly take it out, and slam it on the ground again, okay?
Okay.
If you leave it in the water too long, it'll solidify in the water. But now that you have that, who's going to be the guinea pig?
Sure,
Is this a different day?
I'll be the guinea pig.
I'm just trying to decide how wounded am I still.
I could probably do it.
You both are still this
I'll
wounded.
figure it out.
I'll do it.
All right, so both of you are walking up. He goes, hey. Choose which weapon you want to swing. Go on, take. And he gestures at all the weapons on the walls.
I just take my sheath and draw the broken blade and go. All right, I'll hit her with this.
I'm gonna grab a hammer.
Are you
Oh,
going for a
easy,
fuck
easy,
off
guy.
hammer or
Nice.
just a hammer?
Just a hammer.
Okay. You ting. They got plenty here.
I figured.
Okay, both of you roll me attack rolls against Rosaria. I think your AC right now should be 19, correct?
Wait, mine?
Yeah.
I think so.
The armor gives you 15 plus 2 from your dex, and don't you use a shield?
Oh, I don't use a shield right now.
Oh, never mind. It's just 17.
Yeah,
Both of
17.
you, swing. Oh, that hits.
That hits.
That also hits. So, Rosaria, both of them take their weapons and slam and stab and slice over at you, and you manage to take the blows as it is striking against you. Corvus and Sinclair, or actually, sorry, Rosaria, can you please roll me a d6?
Okay.
You each suffer 4 points of cold damage when you strike her.
Armor of Agathis.
Resistance.
Similar.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
figuring.
So halved Corvus. But yes, after you both strike out towards her, you both feel the little frosty bits from the armor kind of like stick to your blade and shoot down your blade onto your hands, making it really uncomfortable.
Chili.
So, whenever anybody hits you in melee, right? That's going to happen to them.
That's
That
pretty
is handy.
cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nope. All right. Also, this is non-attunement.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, that is so nice.
That is very nice for
Mhm.
non-attunement.
Yeah.
If I would have given you a +1 AC, it definitely would have taken him longer than a month to make. But I figured this way, it's not attunement is kind of a, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're done with your blade. You're done. I'm done with your armor. You're welcome. And
I have the price.
you're all done here at the sanctum.
Until I have the money, yes.
All right.
And we get your papers.
Yes, fetch my papers for me. Thank you. All right, all of you, get the fuck out. Leave. Go. Shoo.
Okay. Okay.
Mush. Mush. So all of you are pushed back out into the sanctum's nice little area outside, and then he just goes back inside and goes,
wait.
"It was a pleasure meeting some..." What?
Since we're supposed to find this guy, it would help me beneficially if you gave me something of his that we could take with us.
Didn't we do that
All right,
last
give me a
time?
minute.
Well, no, she gave me a blanket, but then she took it back.
Oh, yep.
Oh, you need it.
Yes. Every
Oh,
time I
Let me go.
time I do that, I gotta have a piece of.
Yeah. Let me go get that again. Let me go. Okay. He runs back in, and 2 minutes later comes running back out with half of the blanket. Here you go.
I'm gonna hand grandmother the other book.
Mm. Oh, thank you.
I figure it'd be safer
It's-
within your collection.
Of course. Probably one of the safest places to leave things like this. Now, everybody, you remember, you don't tell anybody what's here, what we're doing up here, okay? You keep it kind of on the DL. Do kids still say that?
Yep.
I don't fucking know. I'm not a kid
Is
anymore.
there a quicker way?
He looks at you, Forgem. Do kids still say that?
Some do.
Is there a quicker
I don't-
way to get here when we have the money for other objects?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I mean, you could always try flying here, but that's only if, the cyclones aren't out and about. It makes it really uncomfortable.
Okay.
All right, bye. And they both go back inside.
Bye.
Devon?
Well, we can always fly to the entrance and then take the cave up.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd like to rest at that little
Shrine.
shrine out in the hallway for a day before we venture out. That
Yeah, that's
surgeon
smart.
took it out of me.
Were we able to sell the extra spines or no? I know.
None of you spoke up about it, but you could have if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
I needed a little bit of money, so I was wondering if I could sell one of the spines.
One, sure.
All right. So you're editing the party loot then, Sinclair?
Or two. I mean, how many do we have left?
I don't know.
I'm looking.
Well, we used one, I know, for the ingredients for Legend.
Yeah, so bring it down to like 9. Sell. So 11, 10, 9. So we'll sell 3. So add 900 gold. Take what you need. Do whatever.
Okay. Ice worm 9. Is the gold and everything in there still valid or
Yeah.
okay? Adding 800 to that total. But I only needed 100.
All right.
And
So
then I give the metal that I bought to forge them. Hey, while we're resting here, could you use your divinity thing to make another one of these? I point to the little bell that's on my hilt, that's on the little tether. Make a little cage for the bell.
Cage for the bell?
Yes. Like, you know, like a little tiny
sure.
miniature bird cage
Yeah.
that's holding the bell inside.
Yeah. What kind of? And you just hand me metal?
I give you the 100 gold worth of material, which is the metal.
Why don't we just make it out of the gold?
Well, that works too.
It'd be
I didn't know
prettier.
which you would prefer.
Doesn't really matter. I just was thinking for aesthetics,
Right.
it'd be nice to have it all golden.
Okay.
So he goes, hand me the metal, and I'll just take 100 gold pieces, and then channel divinity, form them, and spend a long time making them into a little bird cage that fits his bell.
You now have a golden bird cage around your bell that is valued at 100 GP.
Yep. That's what I need for my spell.
That's
Alright.
big. If you think about it, it's probably.
Oh no, it's a tiny little bird cage.
No, but I just feel.
Make it out of platinum, it'll be smaller.
That's exactly. Yeah, 10 platinum probably be a little more accurate.
Yeah. Anyways, you all track back through the mountain. Cade, lagging behind everybody else a little bit, you feel a little chill across the nape of your neck as everybody's entering into the cave.
Okay. I quickly look behind me.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. 21. Your fire spirit's pretty much like always out, right?
Yeah, it can stay out for 11 hours now, so.
Yeah, okay. It's there. Cool. Understood. It's your pet. Yeah. Okay. You quickly look behind yourself and you don't see anything. Just the wind blowing across the sky. But you do notice your spirit is kind of like growling at the sky.
I like get down on the ground and kind of look at its viewpoint. See where
Okay.
it's staring at. Is it just staring up at the clouds?
Yeah.
Did we heal before we walked out of the cave? Just curious.
This is you guys entering into the cave, leaving.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see.
You haven't even... he hasn't left the sanctum yet. Everybody else was
Got it.
ahead of him.
I think I have a spell for this. Or no, that's a 7th level spell. Never mind. Oh, can I cast just daylight up through the clouds and clear that part of cloud?
Sure. You throw the daylight up, and it doesn't destroy the cloud, but it makes it illuminated around
Yeah.
it. Roll me another perception check. At this point, Sinclair, you notice Cade is lagging behind a little bit. 24. For the briefest of moments, as you shot your daylight up there, you could have sworn you saw a very large face inside of the clouds. But just as quickly as you noticed it, it disappears.
Would I need to make a perception check to see this face?
Well, unfortunately, you're a little late for that. You just notice Cade throwing up a pretty powerful spell.
Yeah, it's not too powerful. But
It's not a cantrip, all right?
I'm kind of looking to my spirit, and can I get a feeling of, like, does it know what it is? Even if I like do talk with animals, would that let me allow it to speak
Well,
with it?
what languages does your spirit speak? That's the question.
That's a good question. I don't.
If it speaks at all.
Probably not. It's just an elemental, so.
All right. Well, elementals usually speak primordial in nature.
I give the creature tongues, the spirit, because it allows it to speak,
It
and
has intelligence.
anyone who has a language can understand it.
Wildfire spirit understands all languages that you speak, or understands the languages you speak.
Yeah.
But does not give it the ability to speak them. It understands them. However, with the casting of tongues,
whenever a target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language would be able to hear the fox spirit. This grants it the ability to speak.
Your spirit is looking up at the sky.
Yeah, you better fucking run.
What was it?
Looks over at you.
It's so frustrating. He doesn't understand me.
I do understand you now.
Really?
Yes, Sinclair.
It starts hopping on the ground like 2 feet into the air.
Yeah.
Just in place hopping.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, there's so many things I've seen that I've always wanted to tell you about. I can
Okay.
tell you about any of them.
This is why we don't do this. Oh.
Do I
Everyone
hear
else
any of
now
this?
notices that. Oh, now everybody hears it.
Everybody can
Everybody
hear
hears
this pet now.
I'm like, what the hell is that voice right now?
Yeah, this is great. This is great. This actually this bad.
It's only temporary, little one.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, what's its intelligence again so I can roleplay it properly?
Its intelligence is +1. 13.
Wow, it's smarter than half the party.
It's smarter than I am, and I'm at an 8.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go, fire spirit.
Well, first off, my name is Charlie.
No, it's not.
He just glares at you when you say that.
It's Charlie.
Yeah, I get the pun. Okay, Charlie. Can you tell me what you saw? Or Okay.
It looked like the it looked like the arcing one.
The arcing one?
Arcing one.
What's that?
It's it's
Have it roll me a Arcana or Religion, but straight intelligence, I think.
Yeah, it's just straight intelligence. It does know nature.
14.
it's one of the things that we used to talk about back home, back before you summoned me. You know, my family and all of them. They're really nice people. You'd like them. You should meet them one day. But they arc across the sky really quickly.
Oh, like lightning.
Yeah, that one.
So, like, as in a entity of lightning?
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lightning elemental, or like an elemental?
Oh,
like you're a fire.
not really an elemental. I know what I am. Thank you.
Sorry, I don't assume.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. It is. They're older, a lot older. Like me, I'm only about like 800 years old. You know, not very old at all. But those things, they were around during the shaping.
Oh no. I look
So
at
we're dealing with
Argon
some-
and I
I'm
go, remember how when we legend lord my new augment, how
Yeah.
the recommendation or the requirement to unlock its potential is to seek out and what was it? Discern primordials, like primordial beings, fiendish beings, and celestial beings. The only one of those that I have not met in person being a primordial, which is the ancient one.
Hi.
Charlie waves at you as a primordial.
Yeah, but there's elder primordials, aren't there?
Oh, yeah. I'm young. I'm only 800.
So was the thing in the sky an elder primordial, or was it something different, Charlie?
I didn't get a good look at it, but I heard it. None of you understood it?
None of you understand primordial?
I speak primordial.
Well, Corvus does.
I speak it too.
Argon does.
I do not.
And both of you do not have very good passives.
Hope.
What did it say?
It seemed to want to attack Cade. So I looked at it. I said, "You back up, buddy, because he's mine. That's my servant."
Wait, what does he want to attack me for?
He said something about a debt.
A debt?
Yeah.
Do we all understand this?
Oh, a primordial.
Yep.
A debt.
Don't.
No, not his debt. Somebody else's, but they told him to attack him.
Oh wow. Well, shit.
How many people have you pissed off?
Yeah.
Just a noble family in Measuring Coast.
Yikes.
Charlie will jump up into your arms, Cade, and like get eye to eye with you.
We should burn them to the ground.
Yes, I think we should as well.
This fox has spunk.
Charlie, is there a way to get a primordial in your debt? Like, what are the normal ways of doing that?
We don't get in debt. We take ownership. Like he's mine.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
said this thing owed a debt to
No,
something.
No,
All right, here.
no. This thing
And he taps Cade.
owes a debt.
So, before I met you guys, after I left Corvus and the original group, I stayed on the Menagerie Coast and frequented Port Denali as I was setting up my business. And I may have taken out a debt with a noble family there that isn't the best family, and I owe them a lot of money, and I haven't paid it in, I think, since we were there for a month now. So now we're going on 7 months.
So you owe
Yeah.
someone a lot of money.
Yes.
All right, so it looks like we need to go find something like big game to hunt in order to get some money.
How much money?
You know, that's a good question.
I did tell you once
Yeah,
upon a
no,
time
I
ago.
do. I have it still.
Okay.
Last I calculated it,
This is pretty
I-
bad.
it's actually not that bad. I'm only like
Oh.
1,000 plus maintenance, so 90. Let's call it $2,000 even.
Before interest and late payments.
Well, that's with late payments and interest. Debt will increase 100 gold until fully paid off. Yeah,
100 gold. How often?
every month.
How
Oh,
long has
that's-
it been?
You're paying 10%
7 months.
interest a month?
Yeah, in that term, it's
That's like student loan debts level of bullshit.
Student loan. That's
Absolutely.
the mob.
Listen, it was a great
no, the mobs have
business plan.
standards.
The mom would have charged
That's some
them
mafia
25.
shit.
Yeah, so these people are kind of that way. They are kind of mafia folks.
But don't worry, Kate. You're mine. I'm not gonna let him hurt you.
Well, if they're sending ancient primordials after me, I think I have to worry a lot.
I told him to fuck off.
And we appreciate that.
Face.
Typical Novo, screwing other people up. Why am I not even surprised?
Listen, I was gonna work it all out because I got that deal now set up in the other town, and I was planning on making some money. And
What's the name of the family?
the family's name is
Corleones.
the Reimer family. Sally is representative of the family who I owe the debt to, Sally May.
Do we?
Oh, you
have
spelled
any of
it
us ever heard
differently
of them?
in mine.
Oh, I spelt it differently?
Yeah,
That's what I have in my notes.
Rymmer is how you spelled it for me.
Yep, you're right. What were you asking, Fortune? I apologize.
Have we ever heard of the Reimer family?
Corvus.
It sounds very familiar, actually.
Corvus.
History.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds super familiar, and based off of the fact that it's not very Germanic in nature. You imagine Menagerie
Yeah.
Coast.
I feel like I have them in my notes somewhere. Give me 1 minute.
So we would need to pay off about a 2K debt plus another 100 per month it takes us to get to where we have to go to pay off.
Yeah, it's all the way in Port Denali.
And the debt is compounded how often?
Every month.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a terrible business decision.
Listen, I needed 2 acres of land, and it was kind of expensive at the time before, I don't know, a city got wiped off the face of the map and civil war started in the Republic. It was a bad time to open a business, let me tell you.
There's plenty of open land now.
Oh, yeah. But I still owe the money. Listen, if Sky High Medicinals is ever going to get off its feet, I just need a little income.
Sky High Medicinals.
I don't know any circles around these parts other than the one I used to get here.
Do you know of a circle around here?
Yeah, you don't want to go near that circle.
It wasn't so much as a teleportation circle as it was a gate.
Oh, okay. I know one outside Allfield.
Well, the gate leads to a circle room.
Well, no, gate is a spell, a temporary opening to a different plane of existence.
I'm talking about
there's no
something
permanent
different.
circle. Yeah. He's a wizard.
And listen, I would have taken care of this family, but, they're, from what I hear, they're not exactly all above board, and I think they have some friends in other locations. Obviously, if they're sending elder primordials after me.
Yes. Well, so I think the bigger problem's the money before getting down there is a problem.
Yes, which is why I came up north.
Oh yes, because the best way to the best way to have someone pay a debt back to you is to smite them with an elder primordial.
Well, it's been about 7 months and I've missed 7 payments.
In defense of that, A, that, and B, nobles like myself tend not to make the most sense. I myself am a fairly
you've been to
significantly
prison.
deviant variety. in that regard.
I'll never understand rich people. But
There
okay,
you
go
go.
ahead.
Hey, Corvus, you're rich, right?
Not right now. You missed some things. A lot of things.
You're a noble family. You're supposed to have money. Why don't you back my business? You buy out my debt, and then I'll just owe you, and then I'll get you.
Fordrum just watches this like a tennis match. Like,
Unfortunately, my family had just managed to bankrupt itself briefly, so not quite in the position to do that.
well, but I mean, there's another option. We could feasibly go work that mine for a few months and solve this quickly.
Work a mine.
Yeah, I'm
Joey.
not much of a miner.
Fordrum just stands there staring at this whole group like, what the fuck did I just say?
I'd rather just go and find and kill big shit.
Joey,
Well,
question
we do-
for you.
Yes. Question. Go ahead.
During the warring era, I know it was commonplace to bury valuables, like hoards of money. With the changing of times and things, would it be feasible that any of that still exists underground?
There's potential if other people didn't find it.
You know what we need is a treasure map.
Well, that's the thing. I know where our side, the Shogun, hid their money.
Who are they?
Don't go to Marquette. That is not an
I
option
say,
right
aren't you
now.
from an island far away from here?
Marquette is not available to my games until that book comes out because I'm not recounting shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Sorry, it's the fox raises its paw.
Yeah,
Or
Charlie.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
So we could talk to Big Blue,
Who's Big Blue?
the big blue guy in the mountain.
The giant?
No. The guy in the mountain.
There's a
Which-
guy in a mountain.
The big blue one.
Wait, the blue glacier thing?
Oh.
Yeah, he talked to me.
And what did he say?
Did none of you listen?
Man, I really need to
Oh.
get you something like a circlet of like tongues or something like that.
So he well, while we were all trapped inside, he talked about how bad it is to be trapped into one location and not able to leave ever. And I was like, yeah, totally, it sucks. And then he was like, so why don't you help me get free? I was like, nah, I'm okay, bruh. He's like,
Did-
but I have riches. And I'm like, I don't need riches.
Did he have-
I have everything I
Did
need.
he happen to say his name?
I just called him Big Blue. He didn't like it.
That's just silly
He's
of him.
blue and big.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
Because
that sounds a lot better
I
than
know
the mine.
he can see through any ice that is formed from hell.
Before we go there, let me ask you something. Anybody know where there's a really wealthy temple to the Raven Queen? Or where is her main religious?
Oh.
Probably Vasselheim.
Back when I was around.
Tal'Dorei, Vasselheim.
We're-
They both have larger churches, but that's it.
So how hard is it to get there?
Vasselheim?
Which one?
Yeah,
Vasselheim's 2 continents away.
continent.
So we're
Well, let's just say this.
we're here. I'm
The
gonna
distance
draw. I'm
between
gonna
here
draw a
and
circle.
Marquette,
I'm gonna draw a
Double
circle on
that.
the map, and then I'm gonna draw another circle on the map for Tal'Dorei, and then another one for
The
Vasselheim.
snow off of our map.
If
Right.
it makes it easier, here
And
you
then I'm gonna
go.
put a little dot really close to us for Allfield, because that would be the closest part, about the farthest I know if he's traveled,
Yeah.
and tell him that's the difference in distance. You know, where
Alright.
they.
Well, why don't you go the other
It's
direction?
only 86 feet. Looks fine to me.
Why don't you go to the other direction? The world's not flat.
I don't even see what you guys are writing on.
Because I'm not really sailing anyway, so the circumference isn't really the problem.
Okay. What?
I think I might know who Big Blue is.
Joey, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Looking at the map you keep drawing the line across, it is a round world, right? So in theory, isn't where you're starting from actually wrapped around closer to Vasselheim? So you would kind of go.
This map does not account for the open oceans.
It doesn't go. So it's not this kind of thing. So that you would. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it is a globe, but the open oceans that would take you to the other side, nobody's traversed in the opposite direction to land on the other continents before.
Really? Oh.
They've never been able to. No ship has ever made it to the other side when they sail east.
Oh my God, we gotta sail east.
Because there's a border here and
maybe
the
not
Earth
right
is
away?
flat.
Earth is flat. They all fall off. Who knows?
And I think Vasselheim is
No,
like
we'll
right
just start
here
sailing on the
coast.
other side. It's fine.
Yeah, Vasselheim's on the west or the east end, I think.
Do y'all want me to see if Big Blue is who I think
no.
it is?
Vasselheim is right there.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Who you're talking about cannot be on this plane of existence, Sin. Cannot
All
be.
right. So
Laws prohibit it.
okay, so we've got some options. There's something of great value that we've found collectively that we could sell to the priesthood of the Raven Queens. Closer than Big Blue thing, while we could very much go and free that thing since it doesn't like being stuck and it will give all of its wealth to be freed, we could potentially go and do that. Or we do know that there's a dragon who has a bunch of money that we dumped into the water after he gave us a quick little ride. So we could go deal with him too.
We could check with Big Blue because I think I might have an idea who it might be. Even though it can't be the one I'm thinking it was initially, it could be someone who betrayed him.
Well, I will point out that ice is clearly the same as your ice. I noticed that.
That's
time
why
we
I'm
looked
thinking
at
it might be someone who betrayed my progenitor, I guess.
Well, that seems deadly.
Taylor.
Seems pretty deadly. But on the other hand, if we're freeing somebody, that's a good act. So I'm all about that.
What was the other location besides Vasselheim that you said had one? Joe?
Tal'Dorei.
Tal'Dorei.
Iman and Tal'Dorei.
I can get us to Tal'Dorei. I don't know that I really want to, but I can.
Why not? You don't want to go there?
Well, the only place I know how to get back to is the Lyceum, and I don't know how much trouble I'll be in when I
Wait
get
a
back to
minute.
the Lyceum.
I have a question.
Yeah,
You would get us there using the circle, right?
there's a circle in the Lyceum. Yes.
Well, but can't you use the circle that was near Allfield?
Yeah,
So we don't have to go to the Lyceum.
but
we
all
could go-
fields on a different planet or on this continent. Tal'Dorei is another one.
Yeah, but
Also, Argon, because it's been a while, I will remind you that the Empire has magical protections against teleportation into their country right now
Oh, okay.
because of World War.
All right, so I wouldn't.
Remember, that's why you couldn't escape
Okay.
before. You would have to physically leave.
So I can't go into Allfield,
oh,
You cannot go into the Empire.
which is where Allfield's at. But,
Correct.
well, we can walk into the Empire. That's no problem. And then I look around at the collective group that is now here, and I think, well, most of us could go into the.
Can I attempt to recall anyone who's betrayed Big L?
History. Sorry, religion. Religion.
No. Probably not.
Here's another question. if we go further, and I kind of point in the direction that I think the Big Blue Mountain is, which I'm pointing sort of south, south and east.
It's north.
Yeah. It's southeast from where you guys currently
Right.
stand,
So if we
I believe. You guys
no,
marked
it's
it on
northeast.
the map.
I thought.
no, we were south when we were there. So
Oh, no, he's right. It's northeast.
I point in the wrong direction. I point southeast and go, okay, so if we do go that way, it's probably not
Due
as
east.
far as.
And then we could always go to your dragon if Big Blue.
Please let him continue.
Well, but the problem that we have is even if we get there, we still have to, like, we've just gone farther. We still have to figure out how to get back to the Menagerie Coast subsequently, quickly, to pay off Cade's debt. But I like it. I mean, I like the idea of this area and figuring this stuff out. But again, I'm comfortable here. So I don't mind the idea of looking at the blue thing. Charlie, I think was your name. What-
Char, like charcoal.
Oh, that all makes sense. I like you more now. All right. The voice that wanted freedom, did it seem scary or did it seem friendly? And was it speaking in the same language as that other thing that wanted to attack your...
I have never felt fear before in my
Okay.
life.
But... Oh,
No,
this is the carrier.
that was a statement.
Got it. Okay. I thought there was more. Yeah. I used to have that same answer. And then we met a Remoraz.
That's reasonable.
Well,
Let's. I agree with you. Let's try the Blue Mountain.
yep.
If
that
it doesn't work, then we can head south, and we can also maybe bypass the Empire by going through the Lotus Den Forest, and then head to the Menagerie Coast through the south end over there.
Was there no circle in Uthadern?
There is, but not accessible to any of you.
Well, we just haven't tried.
I mean, that's true for a lot of things.
I'm assuming there's probably one somewhere in the Cobalt Soul. But
We
I
might
don't
be a
think
good
any of us
rock,
has
paper,
access to
scissors
it.
away from figuring that one out.
If we get
Yeah,
more than enough payment, we could probably buy access to it from the Cobalt Soul.
I don't know that Cobalt Soul is in the business of selling that stuff unless
No,
you're
no,
selling
no, like-
knowledge.
Like a one-time use.
Yeah.
Like
Cobalt
they'll
Soul's
send
not.
us.
Cobalt Soul's not really a money place; they're a knowledge place.
Well, we got some knowledge. We know things. So we'll see. Oh, yeah. I say, in the interest of hustling, maybe we try the Blue Mountain, even though it's the wrong way from, I think, where we want to go. And then while we go, we kind of start to think about how we travel after this. Because I think somehow we got to start figuring out how to move a little easier. But first and foremost, I'd like to take a minute and heal and wait.
Well, we got to see what the forecast is before we leave the cave anyway.
Amen.
Yeah, Druid crafted
I'm
up.
not gonna say anything so I don't jinx it.
And
I
for
feel
the
like-
love of
I
God,
feel like that
don't
counts.
piss off the worm.
Darn.
Now, Cade, over the next 45 minutes or so, as you all are traveling deeper down the cave to the resting point that you all were at before, Charlie will tell you his entire life story. He started off as just a tiny little ember, grew up into a little tiny snake, and ate enough trees from other places that would just sometimes fall into the elemental plane of fire until he finally grew up into his magnificent and all-powerful form that he is in currently. And then when he heard you trekking through the woods one day, he decided he wanted to make you his pet. And here he is.
I always thought that story worked the other way around, but it's good to know.
Foxes are practically cats. Just cuter. But anyways, Druidcraft, roll me a d8, please.
Hey, I've got that one.
No, you guys haven't done a 3 yet, have you?
It's only been an 8 or a 1.
Perfect and hell.
Just need 1 7th level spell to learn control weather, and then we never have to worry about this shit again.
Yep.
It's going to be incredibly windy tomorrow. To the point where there may be some snow drifts pushed off mountains, but not really particularly snowy, just incredibly windy.
Yeah, climbing a mountain. It's gonna be windy regardless.
So I semi-jinxed it.
That's one of the better things you guys could have rolled. Just saying. It's like So, do you all want to take a short or long rest down at the little holy ground?
I would opt for a long, just because it's been a day. It's been a month.
All right.
I want to heal at the shrine.
I will start pulling out cooking stuff so I can burn a 6th level spell.
You have a gem-encrusted bowl worth 1,000 GP, which the spell consumes.
Oh, no, I don't.
They never do.
Yeah. I was about to say, how did you not pay off this debt when you have a bowl just lying the fuck around?
Same reason why I haven't awoken a plant yet, because I need 1,000 GP agate for that.
Prayer of healing. That's
I cast
good.
that on myself.
Hey, what about Sin? He's hurting. It hits multiple
Oh,
targets.
does it?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So
I think it's like up to like 6 people or
then
some shit.
15 to Sin, and 15 to me, and 15 to Cade. That should pretty much cover everybody.
You forgot the 7 for the higher casting.
Oh, sorry. 22.
So 22. Yeah. Y'all take your 22.
Oh, I don't need healing.
And-
I'm perfectly healed.
I'm
I wasn't
missing 2
touching them.
points.
I wasn't
Still
touching
missing
burning
part.
metal.
I'm trying to figure
I-
out. If I have it.
Yeah, but Rosaria, you got slapped a bunch by them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't even know how much damage. Should have.
It was
Yeah,
24.
just scroll up. Hey! You're almost fully healed.
Hey!
Nice.
No, actually, it was 22. My bad. I
Anyways.
was trying to remember. Well, I scrolled up.
Perfect.
Hey, I don't need to do
Good
anything.
job. So, you all go to sleep for a long rest?
Yeah.
Oh no,
I would like each of you to roll me a percentile die, please.
Oh, we forgot to set
that's
watches, didn't
D100.
we?
That's a D100, correct.
Ah, we're in the sanctum, though.
That wards you against physical threats. That I can always trust on you, man.
Way to bring that home, Fordrum.
Yep. That's what it means to be faithful.
I just need somebody else to roll like a 93 just to guarantee we have both ends of the spectrum.
Oh, I have a 96.
Oh, then we
Yeah.
are perfect. 96 and a 6.
Oh,
They equal each other out, right?
No matter where the bad stuff is, we hit it.
No doubt.
Sinclair and Fordrum,
Mhm.
as you're all going to sleeps, you both notice a very odd sensation at your back. A weightlessness around you. And Fordrum, as you're
I
lying
meant
there,
I can
resting.
fly toward the water pool. Avoiding the dragon.
Okay. As you're floating, trying to rest, you hear, is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Hey. Dwarven man.
Yes.
Dwarven
yes,
man.
Yes.
Open your eyes.
I open them.
You see, for the second time in your life, Jonas.
Jonas!
How are
I'm
you?
well, I think. How are you?
Oh, I am doing terrible. Yes, this is fun. Who's your friend? Sinclair, you realize you're floating here next to Fordrum, and some blue-skinned, almost human-looking individual with pure white eyes and flowing white hair, who's like just rotating clockwise right now.
You're not one of the normal voices in here.
He is the entity of time.
Who, him? I thought that
Oh,
was
that
me.
is you. I was explaining to him.
That's fine. And
I'm
who is
just
he?
the man outside of time.
Sinclair, Jonas, Sinclair.
I'm before
Hello.
what Fordrum calls this era.
Yes, you smell old.
Yes.
That explains so much.
Mothballs mostly. Anyways, so, congratulations! You did not take a wrong direction that would lead to the inevitable end of the entire universe.
Oh,
Very proud of you.
that's
Oh.
a first.
However, you did take a direction that may end up being the downfall to this world.
Huh.
Oh.
You know, win some and lose some.
Yeah.
Any way back from?
Oh, you're not here, Corvus. It's those two floating. I'm sorry, it's percentile. It's only the highest and the lowest that go. So, yes, I figured I would tell you about it.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, it is going to be messy.
Mm.
Is it
Mhm.
because we
Mhm.
assisted her?
Who?
So go on, tell us about it.
Oh, yes, I'm not allowed to tell you anything that has to deal with the Archon.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, are you familiar with them?
No.
Oh, don't worry. They've been asleep for so long on your realm, everybody has forgotten about them, and I'm fairly certain most written knowledge is gone as well.
Well, didn't the little Firefox say the other one was an Archon? Or the blade itself was the Archon, right? Was forged from...
It was a Blighted Archon, was the blade itself.
Well, that's the
Yes.
material,
Correct.
which we still have some of.
No, you used it
I
all.
thought we had extra for my blade.
Oh, yeah, you did
We
have a
have a
little bit
little-
more. So, yeah, you have a
yeah.
little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, so the
Yes.
Archon,
Yes.
because we created the blade, can now be re-inhabited.
What? No. See, the two topics don't have any physical connection towards one another at all.
Good.
It's just happenstance. Yes.
If the two became in contact with each other, would that be bad? Is that kind of the...
Who? What, two Archons? How did you know?
I just guessed. You
Hmm.
perhaps...
Well, we
shared-
did let Jasper walk off on his own. God knows what'll happen to him.
I did not tell you anything. That would be against
Right.
the rules.
Exactly.
Yes.
And where Delilah sends him.
Who?
Delilah.
I don't know anybody by that
The
name.
one whose husband is trapped inside the blade.
So, Jonas,
You
is
don't know
there...
Delilah. She's a celestial entity.
No, she is not.
What is she?
I don't
Oh.
know.
Okay.
But she gives me my power, so if she's not celestial, what is she? Like, I draw my powers from her.
What? That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't, but there are some beings that are entities, celestial and other fiends, others who grant powers to individuals.
Oh, I'm aware of that, but I know them.
Oh, all of them?
Yes,
Oh.
of course. Yes.
Well, this one is done the same and sort of manipulated, so maybe.
Who is Delilah? And he starts floating away. Delilah, I'm gonna have to look into this
Her
one. I've
husband
never
is
met somebody by that
Silas.
name. And Silas, and Delilah. This is very confusing. And he just keeps floating away.
Giannis.
Yes, that Delilah and Silas and this. Silas and Delilah. Yeah, no, they weren't there doing that. And nope, they weren't there doing that. And why? Why are they not here? That is weird. They should be here
All
somewhere.
I know is she can go between planes.
Weird.
She's been on this plane.
And right now, he's a good, 600 feet away from you, but he sounds like he's right beside you.
And she's been in hell. Or the hells.
She's been in multiple planes, but I don't know who she is. This makes no sense. I will look into this a bit further. Anyways, best of luck to you all.
Thank you.
I hope you don't die.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, send the next two up, will you?
That's what I lived for.
And you both fall back down into your bodies, but you still maintain your slumber. Next two would have been Rosaria and Corvus. As the two of you are slumbering, you both begin feeling weightless, floating around. Hello? Hello?
What's going
Oh,
on?
great. Another voice in my head. Who's this?
Oh, don't worry, I'm not in your head. I'm here.
Oh no, not him.
What?
You know this
Have we
dude?
met?
I believe we have.
Oh. I'm surprised I don't remember. Anyways, hello, both of you. Codfish and Rosesla. Did I get that
Rosaria.
right?
Corvus.
Very close, very close,
Relatively.
very close. And this is what he looks like, by the way. Just floating clockwise. Hello, yes. Sorry, I've been meaning to say hello to the two of you.
Hello, floating.
Hello.
The clock-looking staff.
Hello. Yes, that is me. You're very observant. You know that.
Thank
His name
you.
is Janice.
That it is. Wow, you must really know me. Are we friends?
Acquaintances, I'd say, maybe.
Wonderful. I don't have many of those.
Okay.
Anyways, it is a pleasure to meet both of you, and I was asked to, first off, talk to you. Looks at you, Corvus, and then talk to you, but for two completely different reasons, and of course, I just wanted to get this out of the way in the first place. Corvus, did you read that book?
Started to.
Really? Do you enjoy it?
So far, it's mostly meaningless.
Ah, yes, as most books are.
I like
Honestly, not wrong.
But you have to learn how to read between the lines.
Well, I mean, the lines are where all the words are, so.
Well, look more closely.
Okay. Corvus
I
has
think you
no
might
idea
be
what to do
talking
with that
about
information.
I think he's talking about context.
Oh, I can't tell with him.
Oh, does it have context area in the back of the book? That would be so much easier
See?
instead of reading the whole thing. Anyways, yes, that is good. She just asked me to ask you, and that is all. And since I was already here and poking around and breaking the rules, it's no big issue at all. See, I didn't tell you anything, did I? Did I?
I'm going to say no.
Wonderful. And you!
Hi.
Looks at you, Rosaria. Hi. You're new here.
Indeed, I am.
I have not spoken to you once.
And I have never seen you before in my life, or at least not that I remember.
Good. I'm not going crazy then. That is good. That is good.
I think I might be.
Oh, it's fine. We all do. It comes with the territory, honestly. You're right?
In a sense, well, we come from the
Wonderful. You know, I was curious. You seem to be less than most of the other ones, but you seem to be far more capable of controlling it than the other ones as well.
Yes, I consider that a blessing, I suppose.
Oh, it's no blessing, I assure you. There's nothing divine in nature about it. That is you. Congratulations.
You're welcome. Is it possible to be getting a headache in a dream?
No, yes.
Yes.
Most. I'm surprised how many people mention that. Anywho's, now that I know that you are, in fact, one of those, that is grand. I need to warn you.
Okay.
So you've heard of the new moon, you've heard about the phased moon. You're about to, you have like 2 months before the blue moon happens.
The blue moon. Would I know anything about this? Do I need to roll?
Nature check, yes.
Okay.
Any chance for me or just her?
You have not enough context
Fair
to
enough.
make any connections in a meaningful manner. I apologize.
Like
Okay.
the phrase?
As you can tell, he's saying things without saying anything. 14. Your mentor mentions something about it in your studies as the only time where he loses his ability to maintain himself. Apparently it's super rare, like every 5 years.
I remember
Yes.
my mentor mentioning that he tends to go a little out of it, per se, on blue moons.
Yes, well, all of you do.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Yes, of course. And that is why I'm warning you. You see, I have a very invested interest in the current story that is unfolding with the people you are currently associating yourself with.
All right.
And I would prefer all of them not to die in their sleep. So, I am here to tell you of a little something. He raises his staff and just boops you on the nose with it, and you get a image in your head. It is a spherical rock that looks pale gray. It has tiny little craters all around it, but it gives off a slightly blue hue. Get yourself one of those. Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming that if I get one of these, I won't kill my party members in my sleep.
Correct. And you may be able to get a little bit more control out of it.
Oh, I suppose that's good to
Right?
know.
Yeah, see? I am one of the not that bad ones.
Great. So, I'll have to
Yes.
look for a silvery stone that looks like that. Do you have any idea of where I
Sure.
could find it?
Oh, so many ideas. Ta-ta! And both of you go plummeting back down into your own bodies.
I hate it when he
Goddamn,
does
I had a
that.
feeling he'd say that.
Now, on to the last two. Cade,
Yes.
as you are sleeping, you end up outside of a tiny little village. Miniature village. Comes up to about your knees. And because of the shrine that you are at, you hear the gentle voice again. Oh, hey there.
Oh, Alexandria.
Hey. But no, that's not my name.
Oh, sorry, Wild Mother.
It's okay. And she like walks up beside you. So, the word around the streets says there's some powerful people trying to kill you?
From what it seems, this is the first I've heard of it. Apparently my owner, my elemental owner, talked one away today.
Charlie, how do you like him?
He is an amazing companion when I can't hear his thoughts.
Oh.
Just kidding. It's actually was nice to finally talk to him.
You know, he's a very interesting fella. Very nice as well. But you remember when we talked, you know, like a month ago? You were there. We talked.
You told me to keep a lookout for another halfling like me that was doing evil things.
Just in case. Yeah. There's been no confirmation about them there at all, which is great. It is great news. Yeah. However, we there's been a shift.
Okay.
There's a distinct imbalance right now.
Okay, how can I help?
Burn it.
Burn what?
So, you understand the purpose of why I give you the powers you have as your gift to everything. It's because when a forest has a fungus that threatens to kill other forests, the only way to stop that is to burn down the forest.
Yeah.
Just, you may have to burn down a couple of forests.
Which ones in particular?
Oh, metaphorical forest, not like an actual forest.
Yeah,
jeez,
no, had me scared there.
There's only like 2 forests that are kind of fucked up, but they're not really that bad for balance and all of that jazz. And honestly, burning them would not solve many problems. But no. How do I put this nicely? Shit's about to get real. For all of you. Like, your world.
Oh, that's...
There are very old things that should never be awakened that for some reason are being roused awake.
What about this thing in the blue ice, the hell ice? That Charlie's talking about. That's close by to where we're at now.
I'm not omnipotent.
Can I just summon my... I mean, we're in the Feywild, right? So...
Well, you're not in the Feywilds. You're someplace else. But sure, yes,
okay,
you can.
Can I just summon Charlie?
Also, I need you guys to give me a second. Nope, never mind. He heard it. Good. Sorry, the fridge was beeping because it wasn't closed all the way. Anyways, yeah, you can summon Charlie. Charlie appears.
Hey, Charlie, I know you can't talk to me right now, but will you tell Wild Mother here what you saw in the ice or talk to in the ice?
And she replies, Oh. Big Blue's a good nickname. Yes, that is the Ice Archon. One of those no-nos I mentioned before.
So going to talk to it probably isn't the best idea.
No, that might actually be good. See, everything needs to be balanced, right? When there is ice, there should be fire. When there is wind, there should be water. It's everything, or there should be earth. Like, everything should always be in constant state of contrast to one another to ensure balance. Maybe what is going to be tilting the tables of balance might be able to get tilted back if you talk to him?
Okay.
Oh, that could be so good. It could be. They're not complete opposites, but don't get me wrong. Really evil dude. He deserves to be where he's at. But if it brings about balance, that could be good.
What force?
And who knows? Maybe he learned the errors of his ways.
What force is out of balance right now?
I don't know.
We.
I'm not awake. I'm sleeping too. Yeah. It sucks, right?
It does.
But so long as I'm asleep, other things are asleep. So it's good. It's okay.
Well, shouldn't we just wake you up? Then everything would wake up and balance itself out? Like natural order?
No. No. No, 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 no. Never let me wake up. Ever.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will.
At this point, Cade, you realize that Argon is kind of like standing above this miniature village. Argon, you kind of like just walked up on this scene of a miniature-sized human that's even smaller than Cade, and Cade talking in front of a village that like the highest building comes up to his knees. And to you, you look like a colossus over everything else here.
Or Goliath.
This is the weirdest dream ever.
Argon!
She like she climbs onto your back, Cade, like hiding. How did he get here?
I don't know. He's
Ask him.
Argon. Can you hear me? I heal up.
Yeah,
How are you in my dream?
I was gonna ask you the same question.
He doesn't know.
Right, but how did he get here?
I don't.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. We just went to sleep in the shrine, so we didn't really set watches or anything. I don't know what the other. It's weird that he's here and the other ones aren't here.
Yeah, no, that's really weird, because like if I accidentally left it open too long, everybody would be here right now unless they were someplace else. Oh, that's weird. You hear a voice from behind Cade.
Yes.
How did you come here?
I don't know. I went to sleep, and then the next thing I know, I'm standing over you two. Who are you?
Nobody. Tell him I'm nobody.
Yeah, she's nobody.
Good save.
Why is nobody in my dream then?
About $1 for every time I ask myself that.
I don't know, Corvus. This is usually my dream. You know, usually this is my private time with nobody.
This is really weird. We have to figure out how he was able to come here. There's supposed to be a barrier up that other people that aren't attached to me can't come here. How can he get around the barrier?
I don't know. He's a wizard. He's kind of arcanic.
Wait. What magic do you practice?
I've been doing a lot of study of chronomancy.
Oh, god damn it. That magic is so annoying. I didn't account for it. I'm bad. Damn.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Right. Don't worry. This is all a dream. None of this is real.
I'm really starting to not believe that.
Shoot.
I would never.
He's
All
smart.
humans are small, but you're extra small.
Exactly. I'm a dream.
No, I would never have dreamed of humans being that small. It's out of proportion and not natural.
Should I Gaius him to forget this?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do it.
Yes.
It's just he starts waving his hands in front of him and summoning up a pretty powerful spell, Argon. And then you just hear, "Oh shoot! Okay, you guys have to wake up now. Bye." And both of you kind of like collapse backwards and shoot awake as all 6 of you shoot awake at the exact same moment.
Well, that was weird.
What the hell are you doing in my head?
What are you doing in my head?
No.
What are y'all doing in my?
Who was the little person? You're
Don't
short
worry.
There was a
enough.
little person.
There was somebody even shorter than him. and they were standing in like a miniature village. It was really weird.
Define short little person.
Shorter than Cade, so like 2.5 feet.
Who's Giannis?
He's the god of time.
Then why did the god of time tell me the celestial entity that I thought was giving me my powers isn't a celestial?
He's a little on the wild side.
Yeah, but he said he never met her before or knows anything about her, and if she's not celestial or fiendish, who the heck is she, and why did we give her a legendary weapon?
It might be true, and we don't know because he's never lied to me, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know him as a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the thing. We just gave a legendary primordial
Right.
weapon to...
We can't prove that she's ever lied to us either.
True.
Technically, she has. I can actually account for that. Well, not lied, but not told you the truth.
Wait, why did you not tell us that before?
Yeah.
Technically, she was my patron, and you're not supposed to go against your patron. But now she's raised suspicion in me, and that's problematic because now my honor's at stake. Like, it wasn't anything bad. She just wasn't telling you everything. She didn't
wow.
openly lie. She just withheld the information.
What information?
It was back when y'all were talking about the book with her and trying to divine more information about her husband.
Do you know what she withheld, or just that she withheld something?
I know she withheld it. I don't know the exact reason
What
she
it was,
withheld it.
or
Do you know what she withheld or not? Or just that she withheld something?
I know when it came to her husband, she was very vague.
You're still not answering my question. You're being very vague. Do you know what she withheld or not? Do you know the actual thing, or just a generic that she withheld something?
She withheld stuff about her husband. I don't know the specifics.
Okay, so all right.
I
so
need
you
a
don't know the
drink
spec-
because my head is starting to hurt.
So you don't know the specifics, so we have other things to deal with at this point. Like, why in the hell Cade was in my dreams? I don't think of you that way.
Well, me and Fordham met Jonas.
Who's Jonas?
He's the god of time.
So you guys
looks
get
like
to
he-
meet the god
he
of
was on
time,
shrooms.
and I get a midget human?
Hey,
Hey!
you be careful how you
Hey.
talk about her.
The god of time looks. The god of
Sorry.
time looked and sounded like he was on shrooms. So
A vertically
That's
challenged
true.
human. I apologize. That was inappropriate.
Much better. Thank you. Thank you.
Still, I feel a little gypped that you guys get to meet the god of time.
The god of time just told me the person that gives me my powers isn't celestial or fiendish.
Well,
Let's-
gods aren't supposed
Or
to
that
give
he
you good
knows.
news.
who
Well,
she is.
before we jump to an assumption, he didn't say that. He said he didn't know her.
But you asked him, but you know all the celestials.
Yeah, well,
And she wrote in celestial contract.
I've learned to take Jonas with a grain of salt. I feel like he may be what he is and know most things, but he doesn't seem to know a lot of things. So,
But he also told us we might have screwed up, but we didn't screw up what we were working with.
well, he said that we might have set something in motion that places everything out of balance that might offset what was
This
supposed
world.
to be and might ultimately destroy this world. Mind you, the last time I met him, he was saying that if we don't do something, the whole universe could be in jeopardy.
So we did something right in that we reforged the blade that stopped that.
Well, I don't
know
really
if
know
that-
it might not even have anything to do with that. what we did right might have nothing to do with the blade at all. It might have to do with who knows what for him. I don't really understand how fragile the galaxy or universe, as he talks about it, is. So I don't assume to know, and therefore rest comfortably knowing I don't know.
Well, I don't know who this Jonas guy is, but yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying.
I talked to the more important god, which is my god, and she said
I think
things
we're gonna
were,
get into that argument here.
well, the Wild Mother. She knows more of what's happening on this earth than...
It doesn't need to be an argument, because
Wait, that was the Wild Mother?
Yes.
isn't she asleep?
Yes, that's why we were talking in dream.
That makes her important.
You told me
Yes.
she was nobody. That's like
She
the
told-
opposite of nobody.
Well, and
God
see how
is
bad you're...
complete opposite of nobody.
See how bad you were talking about her?
That's I didn't know who she was. You lied to me.
I hope you know that she can listen and hear this. No, but in any case, she told me that an element of the world is out of balance now.
Okay.
And also that the big blue guy in the ice is definitely a bad guy, but it would still probably help to talk to him. That he may be able to help balance it. She also talked about burning down some forests, so
Literally?
I think figuratively.
Okay.
Hey, I'm
But
all for burning the Empire.
I don't know. This
Something-
makes perfectly good sense to me.
Seconded.
I don't know who they are
Next
personally.
story arc: vigilante justice.
Personally, I don't know anything really about them other than they became the big dicks of this era.
You guys become Exandria. Fuck yeah.
Didn't we already send a guy off to start a vigilante group against the Empire?
Yes, we did.
Multiple.
Well, one who was specifically potent, so, or at least seemingly potent. I guess that's up to interpretation.
But
Oh.
the guy underneath the ice is an Archon.
Did
Ice
she say which
Archon.
kind? Oh.
Have any of you ever heard of an Archon before today?
No,
Okay.
actually,
Yes.
since the stupid blade,
Right.
it's the first time I've ever heard the word
Yeah.
Archon.
Same
Have
here.
I-
That's why I was
Mhm.
asking. I just wondered if it was something commonplace that I had just missed in my.
Have I
Like-
ever come across it?
You ever?
Roll me a nature check. Argon.
Wonder if the thing that's keeping him trapped is the same or similar to what's keeping Big L trapped.
Argon, that's a good roll.
I made a
Holy
good
cow.
hit roll.
You did good.
Yay, me. That's 2 tonight.
It's a 19 there, dude.
I know.
Why is it only a +5?
Because I'm not trained in nature. I just have a 5
Ah.
modifier.
He's really smart. Sometimes. Argon. You have heard about Archons. In fact, your family, your ancestors more specifically, built the Lyceum that is over top of the Stormcrest Mountains in order to overlook one of the slumbering Archons. Now, in recent years, maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago or so, this slumbering Archon in the Riffin Mist Peninsula was drawing in people with the temptations of infinite riches that lied and reside inside of it. The problem was, once people went inside, they became so crazed with the lust for everything inside of it that they were stuck, kind of like a massive mountainous fly trap for the greedy. Your family built that branch of the Lyceum to overlook that Archon back when it was still awake. And other branches were built in similar fashions to look over the Archon of Tal'Dorei. With a 24, you just barely know that everywhere there is an actual Lyceum school and that there is a Cobalt Soul is supposed to be near where an Archon slumbers.
So both parties watch over it.
So the one in Uthodurn
Monitor.
is probably there because this one here as because of Uthodurn.
That is correct.
So I'll share that with the group, completely ignoring the fact that I just told everyone that my family built the Lyceum. And
It's all right, man. We won't hold it against you.
Well, if they're master builders like Wardrum's family.
no, they're not that type of builders.
You know what? They're a lot like that. We'll just chalk it up to that. That's a fine answer.
So all right, so you built a nerd school. Awesome.
They built a building. That's impressive if
No,
it stand against time.
He was closer than you were, though I don't really like the word nerd. My family built one of the greatest mage colleges, or probably the greatest mage college in Exandria.
Well, just know you're letting the secret out.
Not really a secret. I just hadn't thought to mention it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the rest of us were just letting it be. Right. So let's take a whole different path. What if we think of this as, let's assume everybody and everything that we've heard is correct. So
Something's out of balance.
something's out of balance. The lady of the nature mother says that
Wild
there's a
mother.
chance of she says there's a chance we could rebalance if we approach and deal with this person who might be in the blue thing. And do we know where the creature that enthralls people with lust for stuff is?
That's in Tal'Dorei.
Argon does not know the specific location. Unfortunately, you didn't roll high enough for that. But you're aware that it is in the Riffin Mist Peninsula on the continent of Tal'Dorei.
Close enough. So we're not there. So at least we know that whatever we're dealing with in this new location isn't going to be Temptation Island kind of a thing.
I don't know. He was offering money and wealth.
Yeah, that's why
It could be a fragment of.
Well, let's assume the worst, that it's not a fragment, it's a whole. And we'll take it for what it might be when we show up. And what it might be when we show up could be something of immense power that's really, really bad or really, really good. But ultimately, we know we're trying to balance. So let's, as we, should we get another what would you like to learn moments, maybe what we like to learn is things like how to balance the out of balance for the future.
Argon, quick
Cool.
question. The Lyceum, do you recall which element that they guarded over?
I guess it's probably going to depend on Lyceum by Lyceum because
Well, the one your family built. The one in Tal'Dorei, he said?
yes, Tal'Dorei. Do I know where it's at or which one it is?
Unfortunately, not. You're not, the highest status person in your family at any given time is the person with all of that information.
We'd have to ask my father
Ah.
or mother. They tend to fluctuate between which one's more important than the other at any given time.
That's a good way to keep a marriage going.
They're very progressive.
Competition.
Nothing like a relationship built on competition.
But the Lyceum does have
Yeah.
circles that connect each one, right?
Yes, though I don't know the locations of any. I don't know the specific address for any of the other ones.
No, but if we have to start going on a Archon hunt,
I don't know that
We-
anybody
we-
was talking about us hunting Archons.
Well, we got to find which one's out of balance. Which
No,
one's
but-
escaped.
We don't know if it's an Argon that's out of balance or it's something else. Like the sword we made could be the thing that has caused the balance issue. So we might need something like it as big as an Argon to put it back in balance.
Yeah, the way the Wild Mother explained it to me was that, like, you know, for every element, there's an opposite element that counters it.
Hmm.
And one of those, she, unfortunately, since she sleeps, she's not omnipotent, so she doesn't know which one is out of balance. But she said that this Archon might be able to help us figure out which is out of balance, and then her remedy for unbalancing thing is to burn it to the ground, like a forest burning to get rid of a fungus or a disease and letting it regrow.
Pretty. Good words.
So we may have to find a way to slay an Ark.
Something big and something powerful. What it is, we don't know yet. The only way we get to find out is if we talk to this thing underneath the ice, preferably not releasing it because it's really bad.
And you said the ice looks exactly like the ice that I surround myself in.
Yes. But
That's
something's
worrying for me because I just found out that my patron may not be good or evil. I don't know what she is anymore.
That's okay. Let's not assume the worst until we have some proof of either direction.
But now we have an idea of what to look out for. Because
Right.
from what she is saying, things are about to get real bad. Like, before, when I talked to her the last time we were in the shrine, she said just to keep an eye open, and now only a month later, like, crap's really bad now, apparently. So, things
And
are
what happened
progressing
in the
faster.
month?
Hmm.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go to the mountain.
Sounds
Alright.
important.
So
All right.
you all walk out, feeling the piercing wind whirling and slapping into each of you.
Oof.
It is incredibly frigid. Other than Corvus and Argon, everyone else is having a difficult time with this intense pulsation of constant whirl around you.
I just have my
Does-
wildfire spirit keep me warm.
Does Rosaria's
Oh,
new
yeah, just
armor
cuddle
help
that
her
shit.
at all?
Yeah, it does.
No,
Ah,
it
darn.
does not grant you resistance. If he had more time, maybe, but hey, he did that in a month. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
still pretty good. All right.
And you only paid 500 gold for it, so.
Yeah.
Moving through this area, those of you that are not resistant to cold, you have to bundle up much more tightly, guarding your face and leaving your visibility down to very, very slim amounts, which means you are suffering a massive hit to your passives. Of course, other than Corvus and Argon. Now, as you're all moving, you all notice up in the sky a flash of light looking down in your area is a face. And Corvus, now that, and Argon, actually, now that both of you are told to listen, aware of the presence of a primordial nearby, you hear a voice on the wind, speaking in the oldest dialect of primordial. He stays slumbering.
I don't think it wants to talk to the ice.
I don't
God.
think that either.
Do we really care what he at once though?
What are we talking about?
The giant face thing's back.
I see that.
He says he stays slumber. I don't think he wants us to wake up the Ice Archon.
Bummer.
Tell it we're not planning on freeing it.
Ask him who he is.
He didn't say free, he said slumber. Who are
ask him
you?
who he is.
Why are you here?
Or that's an okay question.
Well, he's saying that in primordial.
Oh,
I
right.
assume.
Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. He stays slumber.
I heard that part. Are you talking about the guy in the mountain?
My brother stays.
Oh.
Oh, that's not encouraging at all.
The guy in the sky is the other dude's brother. So, yeah, Air Archon or something, maybe, probably.
Well,
Tell
if his
him that
brother's awake and talking to people.
Yeah,
So
he talked to my fire spirit, so he's not sleeping.
But I do think that backs up what you were told, that he isn't a direct counter, but, still kind of in opposition of what is awoken.
Well, it could be a brother from another mother.
Well, no, what I mean is ice or water isn't a direct opposite of wind.
No, but
it's
wind
still-
and ice together
I
makes
thought
the
that
hellish storm that we've been dealing with.
Well, no.
I thought that Earth was the opposite of wind.
Yes, it is. That's
It
what
is.
I mean. The Wild Mother said that the ice wasn't the exact opposite of what has awoken, which means it wouldn't be Earth. It would be either
Fire.
air or fire. Whatever. It's the opposite. Yeah, it would be either. So I'm sorry. So it wouldn't be fire because fire is the opposite of water. It would have either been air or earth that awoke it. So it looks like it's air that awoke. That's my best guess.
Fair enough.
And he doesn't want us to go wake up his brother, but I'm pretty sure that's why Wild Mother said we should at least go talk to him. Though I have a feeling he's not going to like it.
Is it
Well,
his older brother?
tell him that the Wild Mother sent us to talk to him.
I can tell him that, but I have a feeling he's not going to care.
Well, he should care.
Isn't she not supposed to interfere? Wouldn't it be bad to tell him that?
Oh, probably. Like, listen, this is why you went to school and I grew up in the woods, okay?
Hey,
On the
for all
other
we
hand,
know,
this
John
point
is
also
gonna
thrown
tell
out
us.
quite a few fuckets. I'm just gonna point that out.
What'd you say, Rosaria? Rosaria, did you say something?
Nope.
Okay.
I think she was the first one to say, fuck it.
I didn't say it. I
Okay.
didn't say anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd
for
say
some reason,
fuck
I
it.
saw you unmute, and I was like, okay. So are you guys just continuing to walk?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
My brother stays sleeping. You all notice a large rolling of wind around you, a strike of lightning in the air, and there are 5 large ice shards that shoot downwards from this magnificent storm, jutting into the ground around you all. And as this jutting begins to happen, the ice has a faint glow in it with eyes that look directly at each of you. And when we come back next week, we are immediately jumping into fucking initiative, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's about time you guys do some fighting.
Amen.
Let's do it.
But players, thank you all very much for playing. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Everybody who is watching as well. And I believe that is going to be everything from me. Oh, wait, wrong layer. That layer. This layer, guys. That's what I needed. Layer. token layer. That's what y'all get to deal with. But anyways, we will see you all around next time. Goodbye.